Hi, welcome to episode 6 of Tomb of Annihilation. Say hello to the lovely cast. Cedric, how are you doing?
I'm good. Surgery's gone well. CAT scans next week. Life is good.
Awesome. Lucian, how you holding up?
Pretty good. I've got that pool almost clean. I might actually be able to take a day off from trying to scrub that stupid. Might even swim in it at some point. Maybe if it gets warm enough.
I can't imagine a pool right now. It's starting to get cold. Wearing a jacket today. And what are you up to,
like
Logan?
70 there?
Oh, something like that.
Not much. Wishing I had a pool, but mowing my yard.
Just get a virtual reality pool. Jump on in. It'll be fun.
I will get one.
And how you doing, Sasha?
Good. I'm jealous of Logan because he just got snacks delivered to him.
And Brian, how you holding up?
I'm doing good. My son graduated from high school last week, and daughter
awesome.
from college the week before. Life is good.
Congrats. And you haven't played Gloomhaven yet?
No, still haven't played that damn thing. I'll come down to Kalamazoo. We'll set up a match down there. We'll just have to keep
I'm going to ask you every week until you play it. So.
All right.
I saw the box down at the game shop the other day, and it is a big one.
Isn't it? It's intimidating. It's so big.
I was trying to rotate it around so I could see the back, and I almost knocked down a painting on the wall. It was huge and heavy. Alright, guys. Well, we are in for some Tomb of Annihilation. If you remember last session, as Olo might not, you...
Too many mushrooms.
Yeah, too many mushrooms. You had a fight with the King of Feathers, which was a very large Tyrannosaurus Rex, which had feathers and some limited spellcasting capabilities, as well as legendary resistance. I'm sure that was a fun fight for everyone involved.
Yes.
A big part of it, there were Deinonychuses, they were putting the hurt on your paladin, amongst others. What's his name? Musharib finally got a hit in before the end of the fight, so that was lovely.
Alien got eaten.
Alien nearly was consumed.
Twice, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was brought back to life by Olo. Good work with that healing word, Olo. Good call.
Yeah, I think enough of that.
Yeah. And then you guys were fighting the T-Rex a bit more, and then a Tabaxi showed up and was marking the kill as his. And then the T-Rex, after being grievously wounded by it and its poison damage, it focused on that Tabaxi, at which point you guys didn't want the T-Rex to get away. I guess you wanted the kill. Chased it down, and Olo ended up finishing it off with either the third or the fourth last casting of his Call Lightning, which did a whopping 27 damage. Good roll there, Olo. Nice work.
Thanks.
And that's where we ended it. We ended it right at the end of that fight because we were running out of time, as Bag of Nails, the Tabaxi, is getting out of the mouth of this burnt and electrified King of Feathers. What are you guys doing?
Search.
Is Alien... What sort of condition is Alien?
Crap. At this point, like I said, I'm actually going to try to cut a great big hole in the feather T-Rex and crawl inside and just call me Luke Skywalker for the next week.
The King of Tauntauns.
There you go.
Taking the dodge action
thing by the
case
feet
that
of
Tabaxi shoots me.
Yeah, what's that thing at the feet of the T-Rex?
That would be the Tabaxi warrior who started opening fire on the King of Feathers.
Okay.
I'm going to suggest we find a safe spot and take a short rest.
Yeah, both Musharib and Orvex took a little bit of damage. Musharib's actually not looking that good. Probably looking about as good as Alien's looking right now. And
yeah, I'm at 4 hit points, I think, and Chicken's at next to nothing as well.
Oh, Chicken's got 10. He's fine.
There you go.
I'm going to start headed towards the cave that the feathered the King of Feathers came.
Before you leave, you see Bag of Nails come down, and then he walks on over to the turtle and says, were you the one who struck the lightning?
Nah, man, I just called it. Sky hit it.
You were the one who called it?
I mean, yeah.
You were the one who have slain the King of Feathers?
Nah, that was the lightning.
If the thunder don't get you, then the lightning will.
Yeah.
It's at this point, Bag of Nails reaches out to shake your hand.
I will suspiciously accept it.
How suspicious are you?
If there's anything sharp and pointy in it, I'm probably going to back away, but other than that, I'm probably going to trust it.
Roll an insight check.
Oh, goody.
What's suspicious look like on a giant walking turtle?
Yeah, I'll give this short sword attack he has against you at disadvantage.
Okay.
And he misses with a 14 as he tries to slash out at you as he proceeds to try to get a second attack in and misses as well.
Let us know when we
Would
can
my-
roll
Well, I
initiative.
take that as a very hostile
Sentinel-
action. I'm just going to beat the tar out of him with my hammer.
You may sentinel, Corridon. You are there. And he's yelling, "The kill was mine! It was mine!" as he drives and tries to slice at you.
17.
Yep.
Oh. "13 points of damage,
Yep.
and his speed is reduced to 0.
No worries.
Oh, Dan, for my edification, am I shape-shifted in this? Did you have me activate my form? Oh,
I didn't because I wasn't 100% sure exactly how it worked.
no worries.
I'm gonna take a shot at the Taloxi with a bow and just yell "fuck this" and send Chicken on in to kill him.
Yep, you all can have one action if you want.
I don't know what
Boom,
you're...
hammer.
Well, the whole person got in there first, so I'll make a wisdom saving throw. He is held, so all those are at advantage.
So longbow hits.
The longbow does hit, and you get the second chance on the boom hammer. Yeah, the 24 would have hit over the natural one. Yeah, do the damage for the longbow. 6. Yeah, he's still there.
I'm also going to hit him with my poisonous orb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the chicken hits. Yeah, the chicken's probably going to rend him to shreds. Oh, yeah. Okay. He very much dies to this flurry of attacks. And as he dies and falls down from this flurry of attacks, especially from the claws and bite of chicken, you see a smile appear on his face as he falls backwards, dead.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
Cat must have been in heat.
Well, that was weird. I'm immediately start going through his possessions.
Alright, on him you do find his short sword and his longbow, which currently have poison on them. But the poison will run out in about 6 turns.
Is there a source for that poison? Like a vial or anything like that?
There
Or
is
an antidote?
there is 2 empty ones, yes.
Say empty ones or antidote?
Empty.
Okay.
But yes, you do on his body, on his person, you do find a short sword, a longbow, and one other thing. You find a small potion of, or a small vial of something.
I will go ahead and throw all that in the net to be taken a look at later.
No worries. And if there's nothing else you want to do on this map, we might switch back on over to the Omu map. Alright, so you guys are over here.
So how easy will one of the incisors come out of the feather T-Rex's mouth?
Damn it, you beat me
I
to
feel like
it!
I want one of those as a trophy at this point, so...
I 100% want one of those.
You can certainly try. Would you like to roll a survival check? Yeah, you easily jimmy one out. You fit your sword in, and you're trying to just get it in there, and then with the pressure it starts to move, you twist, and it comes out.
I'm going to look around for a real small one, too, to see if I can find one that'll fit Chicken. We'll make a necklace out of it later for him.
Sure. You found one. And yeah, you achieve it as well, Corridon. And
Awesome.
you will see Mushrib go on over and pluck a few of the feathers, and you see him stuff them down his shirt a bit.
Does Boone still have his headdress on?
Does Boone?
Yeah.
You know, these feathers go nice in your head.
His my feathers are that of a Kuatoa or Kuatai. I'm trying to think of the name of the lizard that he pulled him. I would not sully myself with those of a T-Rex.
But it's got
Giant
tiny
giant.
arms.
And you do see Orvex just panting and looking fearful. And it's like, I can't believe you guys bested the fabled King of Feathers.
Duh.
So we search around. T-Rex doesn't have anything else on him. The Taloxy we kind of cleaned out.
Yeah.
Anything interesting about the little raptors?
No, unless you're wanting to steal various body parts of them as well.
I think I got a good one. We're good.
Okay.
Did the T-Rex come charging out of that hole in the ground to our west?
You didn't see him charging out, but if you follow the tracks, he did come from there.
From that, like, amphitheater?
Yeah, from around there.
At this point, I think we should find a place to hold up for a while. I'm about as weak as can be. Chicken's at a rough place, and I need a long rest.
Yeah, what's that circled location south of us with the other icon?
Oh, right. There was they found a Chewinga in a overturned wagon where they pretty much found a Rosetta Stone for Old Omuan. And then further down, if you go further down, you see a little campfire that's circled as well. And that was where the party found what looked like an old campsite for the Yellow Banner Company.
Okay.
And there should be a handout somewhere, which would be a letter from Lord Brixton, I think his name was.
Well, it might smell, but I say we stay in the King of Feathers lair.
Alright, so as you go into the King of Feathers' lair, you awaken the Queen of Feathers, and the Prince of Feathers, and the Princess of Feathers.
It's a family reunion.
Yeah.
I cast invisibility and run.
I cast Power Word Kill on Logan.
And they all do.
I trip the dwarf and run.
Oh. Trip the dwarf, come on. He's got stubby legs anyway. He'd be in the rear for the entirety. Alright, guys. So, you guys are checking out the amphitheater, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright.
It's got to be the safest place in the whole city with that thing guarding it. Kind of.
Well, I will reread the little blurb for it. A ruined amphitheater looms over the surrounding buildings. Vines cling to its steps and animal statues line its stands. The muddy ground outside is stripped clean of vegetation. An eerie silence hangs over the area. No birds cry, no insects chirp, nothing stirs. And so you guys are going in?
Yes.
Last.
So inside you find an area which was clearly a nest of the King of Feathers. You find where he rested. You find that the area has quite a lot of feathers around it. You also see what looks like to be a lot of remains, and remains both of things that he killed and things that he would have eaten and then disposed of afterwards. And are you guys searching the area?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look, mostly looking for threats or eggs.
All right, roll me a perception check. Yeah, you find no eggs, but as a lot of you are looking around, looking for a place to rest, looking to see if there's anything scary around, you still find that it is quiet. Everywhere around you is very quiet. You hear each other's breath, almost as if this area was guarded by the King of Feathers, and perhaps only the Deinonychuses that lived nearby were scavengers, getting the leftovers of the King of Feathers. But you find some interesting things in here. Interesting things from some dead bodies lying around. You find in one area, you find what looks like an Omuan death mask, as Orvex points it out. It seems to be made of painted gold. It looks quite expensive. You also find various expensive looking cutlery. And lastly, you find an interesting a helmet. It's got eye holes. It's metal all around, but the top of it looks like it's got a brain carved into it.
I'm gonna ignore everything and just take a look at the brain.
So looking at it, this helmet thing definitely looks very interesting. If you studied it over a short rest, you might be able to figure out what it is, if it is anything.
Yeah, I'd like to spend whatever part of the long rest we take of my watch studying the helmet.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys trying to find a place to rest, since a lot of you seem to be...
I need to pretty bad.
Aching about being hurt? Come on.
I know, we're crying.
You've only fought a whole heap of Yuan Ti, Froghemoth, 3 Assassin Vines, 10 Deinonychuses, and a King of Feathers. Did we
really fight the Froghemoth?
I was looking at it. You guys may have took no damage, but you used 2 third-level spells, 3 second-level spells, and a few first-level spells. So it cost you still, just not in hit points.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I learned a valuable lesson.
Which was?
Don't blow all my spell slots in case the King of Feathers shows up.
Always electrocute frogs.
Always electrocute frogs. Alright, so, if you guys are...
Vanguard, I'm going to pass you the vial before we rest. See if you can make any sense of it with your identify capability.
Can that detect magic also help us search for anything we might have missed in there?
So, after you cast Detect Magic, Lucian, the only thing that pops up is the this helmet.
What about the vial react?
The vial does not react.
I'll let the group know that. So the helmet glows, but the other stuff doesn't seem to, though it may be valuable in some other way.
Do you want to swap out then? I'll take the vial and try and examine it from a herbalism perspective, if you want to examine the helmet from a magical perspective.
I will assist Vanguard.
I don't think I have Identify. I think I just have Detect.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not sure how everybody else runs it, but if you guys are, if someone studies it for an hour, like say in a short rest or during their long rest, then you should be able to figure out if it's a magical item and what it does to a limited degree. So, like, if it's got, you know, any excessive things, then you might not learn that kind of information, if you get what I mean.
Would an Arcana check assist with that?
It might. So, you guys are...
17.
17. Alright, I will let you know soon. But as you guys are trying to take a short rest, what is your party composition?
I'm about 97% water.
That's fair.
So, if this is probably a bad map for it, but I don't actually have an amphitheater. But if we pretend the opening is like from here to here, and then the rest is the interior as such, how would you guys be positioned?
I'll take the first watch since I'm still in pretty decent shape, and I'll be set up by the door.
Oh, this you are unable to take a long rest yet. You're only allowed to take a long rest once every 24 hours, and the sun is still up. So at best, you guys will be able to take a short rest right now. But you guys could just chill here for a while.
Yeah, then I'll just I'll spend my rest on guard and fiddling with the vial.
All right, and I'm pretty sure both. Does anybody have a passive perception? One moment, please.
Mine's 18.
Yeah, I figured. You will see it. I guess I want to see who will see it. But yeah,
I have
14 for me.
Mine's 16.
no worries. Okay, so they aren't actually being sneaky. So you see these weird. The best way of saying it would be monkey-like creatures. That you see them looking around. You see them seemingly curious and moving around, hanging from things here and there when they can, and almost like they're inspecting the area. Maybe realizing that something has changed, like say somebody killed the King of Feathers. Yep.
They don't look like friendly monkeys.
Maybe not.
Do they have the mad monkey fever?
Yeah, who's to say?
Did we actually finish our short rest before they came, or
You did not.
in the middle of it?
They got here before
Okay.
the end of the short rest.
God damn, how many mad monkey fevers are there?
Alright, so you see these guys appear. And at this point, anybody who cares to look out towards the out of the amphitheater will see it.
How large are these?
They look medium.
We're talking like marmosets or like gorillas?
You're talking about probably a small human-looking like creature, but very monkey-esque.
Could I use prestidigitation and charge the mouth of the cave and try to scare them off with some flash?
You can try. Are you casting
I'm gonna
Speak Without?
try to speak one at two while he's doing that.
I'm just trying to intimidate him.
Right.
I'll yell at them. Hey, we're here. We're peaceful. We got attacked by the giant thing.
As you try to speak to them, it doesn't seem to. They don't seem to understand your communication. And would you like to make an intimidation check, Boone? Oh, that's pretty intimidating. At this point, I will have them roll a... What's your spell save DC?
16, I believe.
16. I will have them roll a wisdom saving throw DC 16. They pass. And as they try to, as you try to intimidate them, I'll say that 2 of them get out of there. And I'll have the other 4 angered, and you will all please roll initiative as these weird creatures prepare to attack.
This place is dangerous.
No kidding. It's like it's called a forbidden
No, man,
city
the
or
Tomb of
something.
Annihilation is a totally friendly place.
Alright, have I got everybody in? Alien, Boone, Corridon, Olo, Lucian, Alien again. Alien wasn't happy with his 8, so he went for an 18.
No, it said I got a note that said you wanted to send the results of this roll to Turn Tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Right. No worries.
I went back in and selected.
Alright, so, hey, Boone, do you have a higher dexterity than Olo?
I'm at 12.
Everyone has a higher dexterity than Olo. I have an 8.
Vanguard and Corridon, who has a higher dex out of you two?
I have a 14.
I have a 15.
15, nice. You gotta get those ASIs up and get that for an extra AC, Lucian. Alright, Boone. You see them, after trying to scare them off, you see them, 2 of them run off, but the other 4 look at you with what seems like anger and aggression, and you got the drop on them before they launch into an attack against you. What are you doing?
I'm going to cast Vicious Mock at the nearest one as I back up.
Nice. Wisdom saving throw. He fails, as he takes, 4 damage. And I will mark him as being at disadvantage. Anything else on your turn, Boone?
Just a little bit of movement.
Alright, as he viciously mocks the frontmost creature, Olo, what are you doing?
I'm going to stride purposefully towards the very first one and try and make an example of why we should be left alone to take a nap. And I will try and hit him straight in the face with the boom hammer.
Hit away.
21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
That is 15 damage, 8 of which is thunder.
15 damage.
I will then use my War Cleric ability to smash him again.
Smash away.
26 to hit for another 6 bludgeoning damage.
He is not looking good.
And then I will hit him with the Halo of Spores, because bug off, I want to take a nap. For another 4 points of necrotic.
Which finishes him off.
And then standing over the corpse, I'm just going to scream, "Go away!"
Alright. As you hear the "go away" from a usually chill Olo, what are you doing, Vanguard?
I'm going to use... a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And... so I'm going to grab... this 5-foot cube of dirt, stone, and rock, whatever it is, as far as the floor, and then I'm going to move it and create a kind of like a 5-foot barrier here. So now there's like a 5-foot hole here, and this is built up as if it's like something to fight over, about 5 feet tall.
I like it. Nice.
And then I'm going to move
into the 5-foot hole.
I like your style, sir.
here.
Done.
And this one would become, the hole becomes difficult terrain where it moved out of, but this piece is just, I don't think counts. It's just a berm or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm done.
All right. As that dirt moves away, Corridon, what are you doing?
Seeing Vanguard set this little kill pocket up, I'm a little torn because my buddy Olo's out there with all them mad monkeys. And I'm going to move up here to block this entrance right here. And now we kind of have this whole thing blocked off. I'm going to start smacking this monkey around.
Smack him around.
You gonna beat your monkey in public?
Actually, I'm going to spank him.
From 10 feet away. Yep, all three strike true.
$26 points of damage.
You see the slash, second slash, and then the butt spike. And, oh, he's bent over, he's doubled in pain, and you hear like a... But he's still alive. Barely.
Now go on and get out of here, you monkey.
Elian, you're up.
I'm taking a shot at him twice because I gotta need to stay away from these monkeys. I'll take a shot at the one right straight in front of Corden.
Go for it. That first one hits. Roll damage on the first one. Yep, he falls down dead with the arrow right in his face.
I guess I'll throw the second one at the other one then.
Yep, no worries.
Yep.
11. Was it this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that'll be it. We're kind of staying back here licking our wounds.
All right. Well, Olo and Corridon, you see the two Sioux monkeys look at each other, and then they each do this screeching attack, which seems to go right into your head, and you feel a ringing. Could I get both of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please?
They're magic monkeys!
Alright, you both are able to shake off the majority of it. 1 second, please. Just quickly reading it. Yeah, so if you pass, there is no effect on you, at which point, seeing you not be affected at all, they're going to book it. So this guy's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this guy's going to try and run away from you, Corridon.
I'm going to let him.
No worries. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Orvex is like, oh, you all seem to be handling it. Are they running off then? And you see Mushroom in the back going, just let him go. Because he's beat up as much as Elian is. Boone. Your turn. Can't hear, sir.
I'm just thinking how far I gotta travel up here. They fled though.
It looks like they're running away.
I'll just hold my action.
Mm-hmm. Older?
One of them is wounded, correct?
Yes, this one over here. You see...
I will cast Toll the Dead on him before walking back into the camp regardless of the results.
Wisdom?
Yes. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
He fails.
2d12. Yikes.
2 points. Get out of here! Get off of my lawn!
Can you do that again? It says you rolled 2s12.
Oh, so I did. 16 points. Much better.
That's exactly how much he has left. How does this tolling the bell destroy this creature?
The air around him kind of ripples, and then there's just this little vibration around his head, and he just falls over with an aneurysm.
Boom, and you see him clutching his head, and you see blood start to seep out of one of his nostrils as he falls to his side. Alright, and you're saying you're walking back in?
Yep.
Vanguard? Nice
I'll
drawing,
do the same
by
thing.
The way. That's a really nice drawing. You did well. Deserves to be recognized.
I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to build a little bit more of the berm for now.
No worries. Copy paste. Corridon.
I'm going to go on and move back into the defensive position.
Mm-hmm. Alien?
I'm gonna find a place to lay right back down where I was before and sleep.
And when it's the Sioux Monster's turn, you see him running another 60 feet away until he gets out of sight and the combat is over. Oh, that was, you guys managed to get through that without no one took any damage. Yeah, nice work. Alright, with that, you complete your short rest after an hour passes, so if anybody wishes to roll any hit dice and recover any of their short rest abilities, they may do so. And if you're spending any hit dice, I believe you have a bard in the party, so you get to roll an extra d6 on top of whatever you roll.
How many hit dice do we get for the short rest?
Oh, you can spend as many as you have left.
We'll spend 10 minutes congratulating everybody on the fights.
You giving that inspiring speech?
Yar.
I'll add it to both Musharib and Orvex.
So that's what? No, it's 11?
Yes.
I'm going to spend some time with that vial, trying to figure out exactly what its alchemical properties are.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend 10 minutes using my cantrip to build a dirt and stone fort for us to sit in.
Sounds good.
Like a walled camp of moving stone and dirt.
You building a blanket fort?
Yeah.
I like it. So, looking over that helmet, I'm just gonna... I should be able to share this with you guys. You realize that it is a helm of telepathy.
Whoa.
That's pretty awesome design.
Mm. And for those at home, a helm of telepathy allows you to use detect thoughts if you wish, DC 13. If you maintain concentration on the spell, you can also, as a bonus action, send telepathic messages to any creature you're focused on. And you can reply using a bonus action to do so while the focus continues. And while focusing on a creature with detect thoughts, you can use an action to cast suggestion on that creature, but the suggestion part can only be used once per day. So, as over your short rest, you realize what this magical item is. Do you tell the others, Olo? Or whoever's studying it?
Yeah, it's Vanguard. I was looking at the vial.
Okay, with the vial, I will have you roll. Let me just check your character sheet for something. 1 second.
Yeah, as I will tell the group the things that. Is it what? Do you have to attune to it?
I believe it does require attunement. Yes.
So I mentioned that to whoever, or the group, to say whoever is going to wear this must attune first to it, and then you will get these abilities if you wear.
All right. I will have you roll, if you want, Olo, a herbalism kit check.
Roger that. 15.
15. You understand that this is a type of poison, but you don't feel like it's the same poison that he was using on his weapons. You are unable to identify exactly what this is, but it is definitely a poison of some kind.
Okay, I'm going to carefully store that somewhere next to the field mice, and keep a hold of it until I have a better understanding of exactly what it is.
No worries. Elian, every time you roll a hit dice, you are able to add your con modifier. Are you doing that?
No, it wasn't, but I'll add that back in at the end here.
Yeah. And I believe
You also can roll them one at a time, just so that you can kind of watch, so you don't overfill.
Yeah.
And I believe
I'm at 4 right now.
Cool. I believe on your character
I'm so
sheet,
far off. It's.
I also believe on your character sheet you can just press hit die.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And
Good.
There's current hit points, temporary hit points, and under that it has the hit dice and death saves. If you tap hit die, it'll roll it for you each time you tap it, also adding on the con modifier.
What does how do you do it for chicken?
Chicken doesn't have a built-in thing, but all creatures can roll hit die. And where is chicken there? He would have 3 d4s, and he gets to +1 on each d4 that he rolls.
I'll cast my last Cure Light Wounds on you, fully, and I'll upcast it.
The dice I rolled got me back up to 60, so I'm only 2 points off.
Oh, all right. Never mind. I don't cast that.
The key is, the downside is that when you do a long rest, you only get half of your hit dice back.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
The idea is that though you can use as many as you want, you only get them back half as much as you go through your long rest.
Correct.
At this point, I'm just hoping I can live long enough to get to a long rest later.
Right.
And
I get it.
just double checking with Boone, you are adding back your 1 level 1 Pact Magic spell slot every time you short rest?
I have been.
Yes, excellent. Just double checking. Alright.
So, Elliot,
thinking
what's your
either-
HP total right now?
I think he said 60.
Okay.
I'm at 60. I have 2 more I can take. I mean, if there's something where we don't waste a spell slot on it, we can do the 2, but I don't really want to burn off a spell slot.
And don't forget, everybody
Yeah, no
has
reason to.
11 temporary hit points.
I've still got 2 healing spells left in case we get into some trouble. And then we've got 20 lay on hands left with core.
Alright, so as you finish your short rest, and if you have a peek outside, you do see that the sun is getting close to the horizon. You feel like, if you were to have a guess, it's somewhere around the 4s or the 5s in the afternoon.
Yeah, I recommend that we've explored enough today, even if it felt shorter, but it was enough running battles that we should just rest it out until tomorrow. Though staying on watch, because the UNT are probably hunting at night.
Yeah, I'm down for spending a little bit more time fortifying this cave and spending the night here.
Sure. So, you guys are just wanting to pass the rest of the day inside this amphitheater?
Yeah, I'll make like a dirt square around us that's like 10, 15, 20 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
In the back corner, in the shadows, and then, anybody just perusing it might not even notice, and if we have to fight, we have to fight.
Yep, no worries at all. Okay, well, if you guys are wanting to hunker down, I will finish up this day. And I'm just going to roll one more thing in secret, as per usual.
I'm going to use 10 points of my lay on hands to get me. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to save my lay on hands.
Okie dokie.
At some point during the long rest, I'm going to take another swing at figuring out exactly what this potion does.
The poison vial.
Yes.
If you want to have another go at it, you might have to get somebody else to, chime in and help you out, because you've already tried and failed. If you get what I mean by that.
Sure thing. I'm going to bring it over to Elian, who seems knowledgeable in the ways of toxins and things, at least more so than some other people, and see if you'll give me a hand with this.
Sure. Nature?
Do you have either poison, what's it called, poison kit or herbalism kit proficiency?
I do not.
Then just roll intelligence. I'll give you advantage, though, since Olo is giving you the information that he's already found, so he's pushing you in the right direction. With an 18. You've, looking at it, at first you think it's some kind of contact poison, and then you realize, hang on, I'm pretty sure that this is a ingested poison. And you're not sure if this is the official name or just the name that it would be used like on the streets, but it seems to be what is commonly known as midnight tears. They're incredibly hard to notice, and if a dose is ingested at the stroke of midnight, whoever ingested it will take a surprisingly large amount of poison damage on a failed save. Midnight tears.
Noted. I will very carefully put that back next to the small critters.
Alright, so as night begins to fall, I would like everybody to let me know what your rest orders are and what, if anything, you're doing over this long rest.
Who's going to attune to the helmet?
Who indeed?
Not me.
Those who like to talk to who we encounter. Those who scout ahead.
Maybe Boone?
Yeah, it kind of seems like a boony thing.
A bard. It's like a bard helmet.
Put it over top of his feather hat.
You could mount the headdress on top of it.
A bard helmet, yeah. Alright, Boone will take it.
Alright, so...
Begrudging.
Begrudging.
He'll strip the feathers off his current mask, though, and mount him onto that thing.
Oh, lovely.
Excellent.
So you are able to attune to that over your watch if you wish. So previously, without Orvex, I have the watch order being Musharib and Vanguard on first, Olo on second, Elian on third, Corridon on fourth, with Boone doing an hour on second and an hour on fourth. Is that something you guys like to maintain, or is someone wanting to change it up?
And now there's an Orvex, right?
Yeah, Orvex is also there now, but he's not in the list yet.
Yeah, throw Orvex in with my watch, and Boone can roll in with third.
If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Alright, so Boone
I'll
will
keep
be...
an eye on him.
So you're doubling with Corridon now, Boone?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yep, and Orvex is with Olo. Olo and Orvex.
It's like a TV show.
Yep.
Welcome to Fourth Watch.
Alright, could I get somebody to roll me a d4, please? Okay. Thank you for that.
Great. You get 4 encounters now.
Not quite. Maybe at the end of this I'll let you know what that roll is for. I guess like making my players roll things without knowing what it does. Alright, so I just need to do this, which people at home can see. Interesting. That's going to be very interesting. Oh, that's almost hilarious. Alright, so who wants to roll me another d4 just for funsies?
A what?
D4, first in, best dressed. 4 again. Lovely. Alright, so Vanguard and Mushrib are on first watch. And Vanguard, Mushrib talks to you a lot about how it's interesting how you are able to move around that earth like that and allow us to bunker down a bit. It's, as you know, I myself am quite enamored with the art of digging and searching in the ground. Your efforts would be useful in a mine.
It's long practice from a battlefield of digging trenches and bulwarks and sieges, which I specialize in.
Yes, I have. I've noticed that you seem to have that warrior mindset, albeit you seem a little bit on the limp side physically. That mind of yours is a steel trap.
But at least I can reach on the second shelf, though.
Yep.
I don't need a step ladder.
You're not a gnome. That's all good. All right. Is there anything you're wanting to do on your watch, Vanguard?
Yeah, I pull out my spell book, which probably people don't see too often, which are metal plates that are etched in with magical runes, and they have a big metal coppery looking ring that they sit on, and then I flip through them, and then I have blank ones on the end, and it's like a thing that I keep wrapped in a kind of like a linen cloth when it's in my pack, so it's not rattling all around like a keychain, but it's definitely of a metal that maybe most wouldn't even recognize, and however it gets etched in is unclear, but definitely you see little arcane symbols listed on it. And I will be studying my spellbook as I'm keeping an eye on or listening for stuff on the outside trying to get to us.
Yep, no worries. And with Lucian's and Musharib's watch coming to an end, we have Olo and Orvex. So Orvex will wake up, Mushrib will wake him up and go, "Come on, spend time with the tall."
Hey, man. This is a weird city. I don't like it.
Yes, it is. It's a bit more troubling than I originally expected, but
it's really violent around here, man. It's like really aggressive.
Well, and then like you see Orvex gesture towards like the armor and the weapons and all your companions, and it's like, you guys also seem quite violent and aggressive, but so far seem to be a perfect counter to all that has come against us.
I mean, that's fair, I guess. You want some shrooms?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna peel one off of my shell and just offer it to him.
Make a peer pressure persuasion check.
Excellent. That -1 modifier coming in.
Oh yeah.
That is a 4.
Yeah, he goes. Yeah, it's probably for the best that I don't do that. As you see him like studying his notes. I'm just gonna. You go ahead. It's all good. I'm just going to check on my Odomu and notes. Yeah. Thank you though. Thank you.
Sounds good, man. I'm gonna keep an eye on this here door.
All right, excellent. Anything else on your watch, Ola?
No, sir.
All right, comes to Elian. You're woken up, Elian, as you see Chicken rise up as you step up.
Since I have nobody else but Chicken to talk to, it's a really good conversation between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
We got to pack back and forth for a little bit and keep our eye out in the surrounding area for anything.
No worries. So, nothing in particular wanting to do? You're all good?
Nope.
Alright, so as Elian's watch ends, Boone and Corridon are woken up. Does Chicken wake them up, or do you?
Oh, of course Chicken wakes him up. He walks over and gives Boone like a great big chicken kiss. then he walks over and pecks the other one in the toe.
Boone spent time with Lizard Man. He's gonna grab that bird or chicken and give it a kiss right back.
And then he wakes up and realizes that his dream's over, and oh, jeez. And the other one, how do you respond?
I just gonna move my feet a little bit. Okay, and just get up and get around.
No worries. Boone and Corridon, are you doing anything in particular on your watch other than spending at least an hour to attune to that helm?
I'll break my lute out and play a bit while I'm getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure my manual dexterity is up to...
Corridon, anything?
Oh, what are you playing? Green Sleeves? That's nice.
He plays Eminem songs the whole time on his lute. I'm the real Slim Shady.
I'm keeping it low and quiet, just for the party, not for the whole...
Alright, so during your watch, you hear a slight drone. And Corridon, you find it hard to see, but Boone, as you're on watching, you see your companions asleep. You see what looks like a flying insect, quite large, coming towards your direction. You see it moving around.
Like as big as your hand?
Bigger than that. It's, actually, let me double check how big it actually is.
747.
747 size insect.
Big as a dachshund or big as your Great Dane?
Probably a bit smaller than the Great Dane. Probably more along the lines of a Cocker Spaniel, or maybe a bit bigger if we're doing dog scaling.
Big as a beagle. There was one in the background there earlier. I'll make sure I slap Corridon on the side and say, "Hey, look at."
He can't see it. It's in the darkness.
Oh. I do not cast light.
You do not cast light. Are you guys in darkness right now?
I would assume we wouldn't cast
Yeah,
any
I
light in
think
there
so.
while we're...
Alright, so Corridon, you are in complete darkness, just going, yep.
Well,
It's a really big bug.
Hear the wings if it's that big. Come on. You've heard of mosquitoes and they're like this small.
It is like, it's a medium-sized creature, if that helps your mindset.
Oh,
it's like the beginning of MASH, like.
Is it? And it's approaching us.
Yes, it seems to be. It seems to be approaching you guys. Just the one.
All right. Well, then I will definitely nudge Corridon and say something's coming, and I'm going to cast light up. We'll do it right up to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
If the ceiling's close enough, I'll do kind of a dimmer, maybe like a green, something not super.
All right. At that point, both of you are able to see a giant wasp, and I'll have the two of you roll initiative against the giant wasp and see what happens. It's just the one. The wasp got a 3. What did you guys get? 6?
Yeah.
You beat it, though. And a 13. Boone, you see a giant wasp coming towards the two of you. Roughly, let's say, 20 feet away.
I'm going to assume it's hostile
Oh, yes.
and cast Sacred Flame on it.
Dex saving throw. It failed and takes 11 points of damage. You see the radiant flames engulf it. It is still alive. Anything else?
No.
All right, Carden. It's just past the barricade that you guys have made. It's 20 feet away, but you know.
I'm gonna go up and get within about 10 feet of it and take a couple jabs.
I figured you would.
When all you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Yep. Alright, you hit with the second two, which I assume will completely destroy... Oh. And the last one... 6. Yeah, okay, yep. You kill it. You kill this giant wasp as it's flying over, perhaps inspecting the area, perhaps trying to find a new place to lay eggs, but you slay this beast. 1d6 giant wasps are supposed to encounter you guys, and I rolled a 1, so 1 giant wasp.
Nice.
All right.
Truly your most fearsome kill yet, Corin.
Oh, yes.
This is prime real estate. Everyone wants to live here.
I'm just pissed I rolled a nat 1 for my initiative check. Like, come on, get one attack in. Come on, come on. Alright, now, something that I told myself that I would do beforehand, but I didn't, was to calculate how much experience that you guys have earned today.
Ooh!
So I will do that now, if you guys want to...
It's been a busy day.
Yeah, if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves for the next minute or two while I quickly figure out everything you guys have slain, as well as the temple you've completed.
We can do a 5-minute break.
Yeah, actually, how about we go on a slightly earlier break? You guys cool with that?
Sure.
Cool.
Works for me.
Not
Excellent.
before I know what Lucian's snacking on.
Lucian, what are you snacking on?
My wife just made some homemade garlic toast.
Nice.
I've
Category
never
is
had
the
garlic
bomb.
toast before. That sounds intriguing.
My wife just made me a big heap of
You
nothing.
never had garlic toast?
No, man.
I like
Big
garlic
heap
bread.
of nothing.
I've never heard of garlic toast.
I'll be right back.
Is that
It's
more-
basically
Put this
toast
on?
with garlic
yeah,
on it.
It's yeah. So you got to get a sour bread or a sourdough bread, cover it in butter on both sides, fry it up with garlic salt.
That sounds
Magic.
awesome. All right, guys.
Usually,
Cheese.
We'll see you back. We'll be back here in 10 minutes with maybe some more garlic toast talk. Goodbye. We'll see you soon.
usually we haven't